Most people don't fail at fat loss because they're lazy or they have bad genetics. They fail at fat loss because they approach it the wrong way. And these are the three most common mistakes that they make. Number one, cutting calories aggressively. What this means is, if you have a maintenance of, let's say, 2500 kilocalories, from there you make your new diet starting at only 1500 kilocalories. That's a 1000 kilocalorie deficit. And basically anything that is greater than a 500 kilocalorie deficit will cost you muscle. Even a larger deficit like this will make you lose weight. But over time, it will also lead to you having poor recovery. And because you're recovering poorly, that will lead to you waking up with lower energy levels, feeling exhausted most of the time, and this fatigue carrying over into all the activities that you do. And eventually that will lead to you having weaker workouts. The best way to cutting calories for your fat loss is by having a small deficit that you can follow for a longer period of time. And the small deficit should be of around 300 to 400 kilocalories every day. The second most common mistake that people make while trying to lose fat is that they start following extreme diets like ketos or cutting carbs completely from their diets, or even basically just removing every good food that they like. This diet makes them feel miserable, and eventually they quit it and go back to their old eating patterns or even start binging uncontrollably. The best fat loss diet is the one that you can repeat and stay consistent with for a long period of time. The third most common mistake that people make for achieving fat loss is that they rely too much on high intensity cardio. They think destroying themselves every day will speed up their fat loss. But actually, too much cardio can lead to increased fatigue, it can hurt recovery over time, and eventually it can make the whole process harder both physically and mentally. Cardio should support fat loss and not be a punishment for eating. The best form of cardio for fat loss is 1 hour of brisk walking on an inclined treadmill. Best if done on an empty stomach first thing in the morning, and it gets especially better if it is supported by a healthy deficit diet which is rich in protein. That's it for today, guys, and remember, we keep pushing.